I am certain that Russia is a major topic of conversation there, also certainly here at home. And two of your former presidential rivals, Senator Lindsey Graham and Senator Rand Paul, they expressed very different views on how Congress should deal with allegations here pertaining to Russia's meddling in the U.S. election. First, let me play what Senator Graham said.
2017 is going to be a year of kicking Russia in Congress.
That's Senator Graham there. Rand Paul suggesting something very different, that Republicans should not investigate the Trump administration's potential links to Russia because it would impede the GOP's policy agenda. Listen to Senator Paul.
I just don't think it's useful to be doing investigation after investigation, particularly of your own party. We'll never even get started with doing the things we need to do, like repealing Obamacare, if we're spending our whole time having Republicans investigate Republicans. I think it makes no sense.
Who do you side with, Governor Kasich? Senator Graham, who says you got to push hard, or Senator Paul says that Republicans should be pulling back?
Let me tell you, Look, if our intelligence community thinks we need to get to the bottom of this, I happen to believe that perhaps a joint House-Senate Intelligence Committee investigation ought to get to the bottom of Russian hacking. Were they trying to influence our election? What is it all about? What's the bottom line? Now, I don't favor at this point moving it outside of the intelligence committees. I think that the intelligence committees have the capability to conduct a thorough understanding of what happened, so that we can be in a position to prevent it in the future. Many European countries are worried about Russia's hacking their elections, disrupting their elections. So I believe that the House and Senate can carry this out, and I think that it has to be done in a bipartisan and thorough way. And I think that a person like Senator Feinstein, Senator Warner, if they feel as though we're not getting to the bottom line and that investigations become partisan, then we have to look at something more independent. But I'm confident that the House and the Senate Intelligence Committee can do this. It's in the best national security interests of the United States, and frankly, the rest of the world is looking at how we handle this because they don't want to be hacked. They don't want to have their elections to be disrupted in any way.
And lots of evidence that Russia is disrupting elections in Europe continue to.